For 220 years, Oak Island has been a haven for mystery lovers and fortune seekers. But when Rick Lagina Pride opens an ancient hatch, he discovers the deepest secret beneath the island. The darkness inside is alive and pulsing with a mouth ready to swallow him whole. The air feels thick and heavy, charged with something ancient, and as they watch, shadows twist and move as if they had a life of their own. The team gets ready for the next phase of digging the money pit, but the ground is working against them as they dig deeper. Water rushes in quickly and relentlessly, swallowing their progress as they reach 65 feet down. The battle with water becomes all-out pumps run non-stop, and the operation is in jeopardy if they are unable to stop the flooding. A secret tunnel with wooden beams that is distinct from the money pit is found. Rick stands at the edge of the cave, thinking it is a part of something larger, possibly a secret chamber or burial site. The possibilities are endless, and Oak Island seems to present them with a new challenge. Skeptics have long thought the island is just a money-making machine, but those standing at the edge of the cavern know the truth. They have spent years chasing shadows, piecing together half-told stories, and looking for proof of something buried so long ago that history has begun to forget. The weight of the evidence on the cavern's edge makes things more challenging, and the water makes things even more challenging. Numerous mysteries and discoveries have been made at Oak Island, a mysterious island created to defend against floods. A 3D model that reveals the subterranean structures and their historical significance is being developed by the team under the direction of Steve, a data integration specialist. Marty Lena's sonar image of a square wall in one section of the cave has led the team to speculate that it could be a larger secret chamber or a place to hide riches. The team becomes more determined as they envision the treasures hidden there, and motivated by the possibility of discovering significant items, they decide to delve deeper into the cave. They encounter a problem when water leaks in a section where they are digging deeper, but they overcome this and find something unexpected. The constant excitement and tenacity may cause some people to question whether the primary objective is to maintain the interest of the TV show audience, rather than making actual historical discoveries. Critics contend that the stories derived from the exploration of Oak Island may have greater worth than the actual ground. Recently, just outside of a crucial location on Oak Island, Duma Contracting Limited discovered a new cavern that is roughly 65 feet deep. The wooden beams in this cavern suggested that it was a man-made structure beneath the island. Rick Lagina, who is always willing to pursue new leads, pondered what this might mean. As he investigated the recently found area, he saw that what appeared to be a small setback could turn out to be a significant finding. But controlling the water seeping into the site is essential for any additional research. In order to find the hidden treasures beneath Oak Island, Blaine Carrick's team set out on an expedition. They investigated the cave at a depth of 140 to 142 feet, looking for indications of human alterations and possible openings or exits. The information found was astounding and suggested that there were other treasure caches beneath the money pit area. The team utilized a high-definition camera to analyze the contents and depths of a recently bored hole into Aladdin's cave in order to determine whether the cave was formed by humans and to gain additional insight into its origins and structure. These findings were the result of years of commitment and diligence on the part of Rick and Marty Lagina, whose faith in the island's hidden gems encouraged them to keep going in spite of many obstacles. Blaine. Carrick was instrumental in the examination of Oak Island's subterranean features. If they were able to enter the cave, they intended to conduct a thorough sonar scan, which would enable them to precisely map out its features and identify if it was a naturally occurring or artificially created formation. The Echologger D710 sonar system showed its dedication to employing cutting-edge technology in their search for. An image taken the following morning by the team showed what appeared to be a possible man-made entry into the cave, sparking interest in more research. Rick Lagina was especially thrilled about the prospect of exploring the cave, speculating that man-made features might be concealed beneath the cement on the cave floor. According to Marty Lagina, the cave seems to contain objects that aren't often found in natural settings. After carefully weighing their time and resources, the team opted to drill a second hole to enable the sonar to extend deeper into the cave and produce more detailed photos, confirming their suspicion that they may have found a significant archaeological site. They continue to be committed to their project. Thinking they are getting closer to answering a long-standing historical question with each new finding, Rick and Lagina, Marty Duma team members are actively assisting Duma in their efforts to build a timber framework on Oak Island. They have dug down to a depth of 90 to 93 feet and must remove several feet of hard clay before building the finished structure. The team breaks into the densely packed clay with a pneumatic jackhammer, followed by a 3-tonen hammer grab tool. As they continue their excavation, they encounter challenges since the massive jackhammers frequently become trapped in the clay. The team digs deeper and discovers signs of wood suggesting a wooden structure. Further inside, they decide to lengthen the tunnel by an additional section, gaining 32 inches of space. The presence of circular wooden pieces is particularly noteworthy, hinting at similar construction techniques used in the well-known Money Pit. Rick makes an unexpected discovery that may indicate they have reached the long-eyed tunnel. Barlow and Craig Tester receive news that officials from Duma have successfully deepened the garden shaft to about 95 feet in the Money Pit area, reaching a tunnel reportedly 7 feet high. Rick's conviction that they are nearing a big discovery is reinforced when he remembers a Reader Digest piece regarding the Money Pit's usage of round logs. Jack Begley teams up with detecting specialist Gary Drayton at Lot 5 on the western side of the island. This newly purchased property soon emerges as one of Oak Island's most promising locations for treasure hunting. The discovery of a Roman trade token on Oak Island raises many questions regarding its origin and how it got to the island. Their initial investigations reveal a stone structure thought to be as old as the well-known garden shaft tools, which date back 4 centuries and a half. A Roman coin from 300 BC is also discovered. The token will be examined by archaeologists who will compare it to existing instances of Roman trade tokens in order to ascertain its legitimacy and importance. Rick Lagena, Jack Begley, and Gary Drayton. On Lot 5, Craig Tester and archaeologist Larry Nyan found a lead disc or coin. At first glance, the disc appeared straightforward, but upon closer examination, it revealed intricate details. It was made up of 2 layers. The darker layer had a different composition with a lot of iron at about 41% and smaller portions of copper and silicone. The lead's natural presence in both layers suggested that the material originally came from mining operations. Discussions concerning linkages between Oak Island and other remote areas were sparked after an X-ray diffraction scan showed that the minerals in the disk matched those discovered in Iranian mines. This prompted the team to speculate as to whether the artifact might have originated in Italy, which would have supported theories connecting the island to the Knights Templar. To gain a deeper understanding of the significance of the artifacts, experts in ancient metallurgy and historical artifacts were consulted. They clarified that because of the Roman Empire's widespread influence, lead artifacts from ancient Rome were frequently used for a variety of purposes, such as trade tokens, seals, and religious objects. The connection with a Roman coin discovered earlier added complexity to Oak Island's historical scene, suggesting a significant historical presence spanning centuries. The team then relocated to a new location to further investigate the artifact's background and origins, realizing how intricate historical events could initially be just a simple object. This insight highlighted the significance of their discovery and made them reconsider what Oak Island might mean in the larger context of history. Island's Explorations has joined forces with landowner Tom Nolan and Rick and Marty Lagina to carry on working on the Great Quadrilateral, a 32-foot-long stone structure thought to have been built centuries ago. The team is presently concentrating on the northeastern portion of the structure in the hopes of finding hints regarding its original purpose and construction. Billy uses large equipment to remove soil layers off the building. In the process of searching through the buried soil for anything of interest, Gary found a number of objects, including a piece of charcoal that might be used to carbonate the structure and establish when it was built, as well as a heavy, curved object that might have been a component of a cannonball. The team decided to expand their search to the western part of the site in the hopes of finding more information about the structure, but despite their efforts, conclusive evidence remained elusive, leaving them with more questions than answers. Rick recognized the potential significance of this find as it could suggest who might have been on the island centuries ago. Marty noticed that the area appeared to have been disturbed, suggesting earlier explorers had manipulated the site. In recent years, the crew has discovered a piece of lead with minerals connected to Italy and a made gateway wood in the tunnel. acknowledging the peculiar nature of the Great Quadrilateral. These discoveries offer important new perspectives on Oak Island's complicated past and the function of the Knights Temple in the area.